Behold,
Oh,
it is I, your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrims. I am joined, as always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster, Eric J. Benson, though there are other names you are worthy to know as members of the August Amber Council. Let's just go down the list.
okay.
We're talking about
we have to.
Edge Benson,
1,
Notorious EJB,
2,
Azerbaijan.
3.
Is there another one?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll work on it.
Yeah, I mean, Pat's probably got it.
I was just going to say, this is the truth, is that Pat, obviously, you may know him as 2Beppa inside the channel. He is adept at generating this specific type of content. But
I mean, he's got a whole wall of it.
Yeah. No, on his
Literally,
opposite wall.
wall.
Yeah. We'll show you sometime. But however it came to be, you have stumbled into our lair, our brewing lair. But we welcome you, certainly, friends. The entire purpose of the show is to invite you into that which you already own, the art and science of brewing. So, but like the hero's journey, of course, there's a designated arc that the show travels through. The very first arc.
It's kind of like starting out in the tavern, you know.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
exactly. And starting out in the tavern, the metaphor is quite robust.
Yeah,
when you
literally,
when you consider it. Now, the truth is that obviously one prepares for a journey of this type, right? And so we have a deeply modern sort of cauldron, I guess.
Literally, yeah. I would call it a cauldron.
Yeah, I mean, this
actually, if you think about it.
No, it's not even a metaphor for a cauldron. Like
it literally is.
Like, look at what we're talking about. This is like if you made a cauldron now.
This is what it would be.
Your cauldron would have a bunch of things that would make it easy to wash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you just throw it.
No,
throw it right in the sink.
Yeah,
done.
exactly. It's like these and of course it's like. Oh, these modern cauldrons,
I don't know, like the hipster witches?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like...
No, listen, sorry.
I used only the old steel
grandmother's cauldron.
Passed down from Brookline.
Yeah, exactly. It goes this way. Now, so here's the situation. Obviously, our parents, etc. But what are we going to put into this cauldron today?
Oh, why don't you take a whiff before I even tell you what it is? Because I was getting these grains mixed up, and it was delightful.
This is a heavy. First of all, this is a ponderous sack.
Think about that a couple
times. Oh, wow.
Yeah. That is. It smells like it's PB&J.
Exactly.
In a bag.
Obviously, it's healthful. One moment. I'll be back.
Take your time.
I have to go on a journey.
Suck it in. Yeah, I mean,
no,
really,
you're right. No.
Experience.
There is a fruit. No. There's actually like a sweet fruit.
Yeah. Almost like a grape, like flavored or note to it, right?
Grape nut, like that.
Like that grape nut.
That sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. God, the closer you get to it.
I know.
The closer
it's
you
really
get to
cool.
it. Well, anyway, so this is Exit Clause.
No, this is Zero Dark Thirsty.
Oh, this is Zero Dark Thirsty? Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect.
So think about this. This is mostly, the majority of it was pale malt.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to talk about, we used smoked malt, but this is the malt that we smoked over at your house.
Oh, did you actually bring it in?
Yeah. What did we use for wood?
Oh, yeah. So,
do you remember?
I do. If you ever had like a Rausch beer, and already reflexively, if you have had a Rausch beer, already your mouth has begun to tighten. Because with the expectation that very soon a Rausch beer will be introduced.
Yeah.
Now, nothing but love for the Rausch beer.
No.
As a style, certainly I find the Rausch beer more palatable than a sour.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say that it is like the sour's dark brother.
Right. I mean, you're not sitting there and drinking 10 of them in a sitting.
No, it tastes like a Landjaeger. Like it tastes like...
Yeah.
It tastes like... You always describe it as like a sausage, right? It tastes like... The beer tastes rich and savory and smoky in a way that one must contend with philosophically.
Yeah.
When they drink it. But yes, but it is basically on that diagram. It's like when you're picking from your color wheel. Like sour is here, or maybe cosmologically, sour is going to be tart, tangy. Well, let's say that represents north in this universe. And then the Rausch beer is like all base. Like it's not
All about
not,
the base.
It's all yeah.
No treble.
Yeah, exactly. Treble in this metaphor is the sour.
Yeah.
But that's really the takeaway there. It's like that's a real thing, and we wanted to try to make a Rausch beer that was less aggressive. The fantasy for the Rausch beer, right? It's acceptable. The fantasy for the Rausch beer that we wanted to put together was one that you could drink without pain. One that could be consumed, in the absence of torment. Oh no, Staghorn. Not a relish beer.
Which would be interesting. I'm okay to try it.
We're down. No, Rausch. Right. And so you're saying that you threw some of those grains that we put together, because we had like a Sea King barbecue type thing. So those were smoked over apple wood.
Oh, that's what it was.
And so it's much more like in the continuum, that's going to be on the milder
much smoother,
side.
Right? Than a mesquite.
Yeah, exactly. I would do apple, and then we had the fantasy to try peach, which I understand is sort of in the same vein, but it's neither one of those is going to give you like what do they burn for like a traditional Rausch beer? Like what's the smoking wood?
Really, it's anything birch, beechwood.
Beech, that's it. I was like birch. No, I think that's poisonous.
Yeah, beech.
I think you're not supposed to use that.
You never know.
I'd be willing to try it. But yeah, I think that those elder smoked grains have just been pulverized in that machine.
Yeah, and remember a lot of this is caramel malt, black malt, and carafa. Remember
Well, no, this is my.
This is the fantasy.
What you're looking at right here, man, I cannot wait to smell this. But also, look at this fucking grain basket. Good Lord. And so, you can smell it. That's what it is. I could not place that scent.
Pretty cool, right?
That is the smoked grains? Oh, dude, that is wicked.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, this is gonna punch you in the face.
Well, and what's interesting, the smoked malt only makes up about 5% of the entire grain bill.
It's just a touch.
You don't need much.
But it's probably 20 to 25% of like the smell, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's punching above its weight here. And then Belma, of course, a favorite.
Take a whiff of this. You're gonna really enjoy this one.
You'd chosen Belma because Belma has like an orange, right?
Yep.
Whereas the Citra is going to be like the citrus peel. Belma's supposed to have like more of an orange taste, right?
Marmalade type of. Lady marmalade.
Juicy, sweet.
Yeah.
So juicy, sweet. Yeah, it's
right?
just massive, right? It is overmatching the human nose.
That's delicious.
Essentially,
and the whole thing goes in.
Really? Okay, it'd have to. I mean, look at this fucking monster. You have the side shot right back there. Look at this beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be...
And these are 11.6 alpha. Like, this is basically... It's like the weapon one reserves to defeat
yeah, exactly.
It's like in case a fucking giant lizard comes in
launch
here.
Belma.
No, exactly. The Belma protocol.
Yeah. But I mean, remember, this is going to be a super dark beer.
Yeah, super dark.
Malty.
Of the smoke.
Yep, hint of smoke with all the caramel and...
this is a monster.
Yeah, so we need that Belma to balance all that out.
Yeah. This is a malevolent beast. Let's see here. Get that in there. All right, modern cauldron. Prepped.
Cauldron 2077.
Yeah, exactly.
Starring Keanu Reeves.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I prefer the French original. Like it's basically a shot-by-shot. It's a shot-by-shot remake, but it's like, I think it's a personal taste thing. Like it's basically the same movie. It's like you can choose which one you want. All right, so I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna show everyone my technology that I have now. And it's a classic, it's an ancient technology.
Is it?
Yeah, you'll see.
Oh, yeah.
That technology.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I think it just came out last month, but, you know.
Yeah. No. You'll see. All right. Here we go. Now.
What's that?
Well, I was just going to say, now. So Clues saw that I was like hunched down in worship for this device.
Genuflecting at the altar.
When Clues was talking about new technology, this is the technology that she was referring to. So let's see if it does everything that one fantasizes about.
Ooh, you get both knees on that. That is a 2-knee pillow.
It's good. All right.
All right. Moment of truth. There's been a streak here.
Dude, there has been, but I think that I'm not smart enough to move an object in space. No, I got it. I figured it out this time.
Wow. What the hell was that? That just went in.
No, I figured it out.
Like, you didn't even do anything. Like,
there's an angle you kind of have to like. You gotta like sneak up on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like.
You're crouching behind it.
Yeah. Crouching tiger, sort of like.
Yeah, hidden cauldron.
It was there, and then I had to like. But I got it. That's the main thing. All right. So we're looking for Zero Dark Thirsty in here.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the cushion? Did the cushion give you an added lift, per se?
Yeah, the cushion is what allowed. It to happen. So the one thing I don't know about this one is that in terms of the recipe timings, in the other one I could reload or like go to the next page.
Yeah.
Is there some way in the new backend? Is there some way to bring recipes forward?
Let's find out.
The utilities menu.
What?
In here?
Yeah.
Utilities.
Okay.
Rinse, clean, drain, rack, beer, circulate. Maybe settings?
Possibly settings.
It should be Zero Dark Tea.
Yeah.
All right, give it a second. It's sinking.
Group brewing. Row. Row.
Yeah, it should be there.
Okay. Let's go back. Pecking order. Zero Dark Tea. How did you do it?
I press sync.
There we go.
It's classic move.
Classic move. All right. Zero Dark Tea. 6 hours.
What? Does
Yeah.
it tell you how? It really actually just tells you?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah, it wants us to know, right?
Look at that. That sounds wonderful.
Quiet. So quiet. So we discovered, gathered throng, here, I'll put this over here. We discovered last time, you do as I've commanded, Philip. So we discovered last time that there was a completely new type of vortex
Oh, yes.
situation. And that's when we were, it was like mid-game, remember? It got done with the boil,
Yeah.
like at the very end of the game.
It was a ridge almost. Because there was water on the top,
It
water
was
on the
a
bottom.
rift.
Yeah.
I mean, basically,
void rift.
Yeah. I mean, it was like the grains were in the center
Mm-hmm.
of the liquid flow, and it's probably just because it has that straw.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah, it's
conditions.
getting put in differently, right?
The conditions are just different, or it's actually being produced. It's coming in from the bottom instead of
Kraken, you can take that and shovel it,
What's this now?
otherwise known as a fissure. I don't want to hear
Kraken? You know what?
that freaking word.
Yeah. Okay. Noted. Jim Foe, obviously. So nice to see you. 27 months. Good God. Now, so we have a couple things we need to do.
Yeah.
We have the classic arc, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
the
you know-
second part of the arc, generally speaking, involves drinking, and I don't.
I
have a
can't
problem
even
with
believe
that.
Jeff hasn't even popped through the door yet.
he
I would
will.
have, you know.
We know.
I just
we
would
know.
have. I thought I would have heard the wheels moving.
Well,
on-
we
on
know
the
that we
scooter.
know that his thirst index.
Yeah.
Is very
just-
high.
Starts to grow. Yeah.
Statistically speaking, it's not linear. Let's just say that. Yeah. So typically before we move into the creation, sort of like laying down some tracks,
Yep.
there's typically a beer phase ahead of that.
Yeah.
So we might jump into that context.
Yeah.
What's the large bottle you have there?
So I found
I don't recognize that.
Two
cover.
special bottles that I wanted to bring in.
Yeah.
One is by Perennial Artisan Ales. It is a mint chocolate stout.
Mint chocolate stout.
Mint
What do we think about
chocolate
this,
stout.
Mr. Callis?
Ooh, yeah.
And this one is by Deschutes. It's the Abyss series, but I want you to read that description on the bottom.
Will, God, you got us some nice stuff here today, Mr. Benson.
You guys were messy today.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes
it was a
get
massive.
excited.
It was the sack was substantial.
If you're excited and what comes out is dry,
Yeah.
there are issues.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so this is a malt beverage. We know about that. Blackstrap molasses, okay.
All right.
Licorice, okay.
Maybe.
Cherry bark,
Okay.
vanilla, aged in 21% aged in oak bourbon, 8% aged in oak, and then 21% aged in oak wine barrels?
I don't think.
That is going to have a very complex taste.
Oh yeah, but you're gonna like it.
I think so.
This is gonna be a Jeff product. But I mean, this reminds me. It's like you've seen Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Like the lament configuration, right? Of the box. Like the Abyss. This is gonna be like a puzzle box
Yeah.
for your craw.
Yeah.
Like we have to try to.
You're gonna
we have
unlock-
to let's forge a fraternal pact here. We're gonna travel into this abyss.
Okay.
And we're gonna try to travel through these barrels. We're gonna try to go back in time.
Gonna go back in time.
Back in time. Oh, I was just gonna say, I'll just reach down here.
Yep. Gonna go back in time.
No one has to. You see, the best part about this is that maybe you heard a loud whump, but there's no camera pointed at my failure. So, is it true? Who can say?
Before we start this nonsense, though, we have to get armored. I would think.
Well, you may be right.
So we're gonna try and see what the hell brew glitter is.
What, are you putting it in there?
No.
Not in that. Not in the good stuff.
Yeah, not in the good stuff. That's good stuff too,
like-
but we have a lot of it. I know you just insulted.
like,
That's really good stuff.
You're like,
but
that's-
they have provided a lot of it for us.
Yeah.
So
Oh no, I have not had that Lima Loca.
I don't know if I want to put something called brew glitter in my body as
you're
I'm
gonna-
about to travel out of the country this week.
Yeah, God, and they're gonna get you in that back room.
Like I'll get scanned in something, and they'll be like, "What are you?
No,
What are you importing?"
You're gonna stick your tongue out. It's gonna gleam.
They're like, "The balloon exploded. You're dead." So I might skip the glitter.
It's fine.
I would love to try it if I was staying domestically.
Yeah, I'm gonna go whole
Where's your
hog.
sense of goddamn adventure?
Look,
Honestly.
I would like to get back into this country. I would not like to be held up because they're like, there's a foreign substance in your body that we can't identify.
Tell us the tale of the brew glitter.
I don't know. I walked into Micro Homebrew and there was this setup and display of all different colors of glitter.
So what did Anthony say?
He's like, yeah, I don't get it either.
I was just gonna
But
say.
he's like, we have it as a joke because we keep making fun of it, but then we're like, well, screw it, we're gonna sell it and see what the hell happens.
Yeah,
Because what the fuck?
I don't know. We'll try the other coast of this first.
I'm thinking about the end results of the glitter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because if we try to glitter this now, it's just gonna go into the top.
well, and then later it'll come out the bottom.
Well, no, there's an arc. Speaking of the hero's journey,
So who wants to do a line of glitter?
I'm not gonna do a line of glitter, but I will.
It's got to be just
that
like
the right
sugar
amount?
glitter or
I don't know.
something. Is it?
It
Is
is.
it supposed to have?
It's edible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's made from
It's
like
rose
a cup.
gold, essentially.
Rose gold.
It's made from rice.
Well, it changed the color. Now it looks like you're making the worst.
We need the close-up.
Strawberry quick ever. You've got pink.
Oh my God! Oh no!
That is a very pink head you have,
Oh
Eric.
no! This is. Dude, you are engaging.
Oh, I mean, it is very shiny.
Sorcery.
Oh my gosh. And
Wow,
it's really
that
shiny.
is.
Your soul
Yeah, that is very.
forfeit. Like you know.
The camera's picking it up really well.
Oh yeah, check that
It's
out.
a goddamn potion. I can't. But I'm bewitched.
Ah, this belongs in Jim's velvet cape.
It does, oh no, for sure. The right. It
good
would be
idea.
perfect, especially in that dark beer.
Yeah.
Against the side of the glass,
Yeah.
you'd see it. Oof.
Let's see what. Jesus, what is with this?
Well, this is going to be even more perfect.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be even more perfect. We just got to let this go, and then the stirring, of course, created
Now,
this.
It's still
look at
going.
that.
It's still
It's
suspended
like a
and
weird
swirling.
creamsicle.
No, dude, this is like,
That's what she said.
you know, if you came here for the show,
Yeah, this is it.
sorry.
I think what they can't see, because of the white balance probably, is that the foam is pink.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
It is very pink. I don't know if you can see that on the monitors, but it's...
This is what we need. We need a cam that just looks at this.
right. But look at how it's
It's
like
exploding.
yeah,
It's like one of those sand
the
water
carbonation.
toys.
It's the carbonation, but it's also
that's shooting it around.
it's also a kind of sugar, right?
No, it's actually rose gold.
So it's not supposed to affect the taste in any way.
No,
No.
Theoretically.
theoretically, but we'll know. Dude, look at it falling out of the top.
Yeah, it's very
This is like some Mr.
mesmerizing.
Wizard, like some Bill Nye
Well,
scenario.
it's like those
Here, so let's throw it over here.
little tchotchkes you can get with the sand in the water where you flip
Yeah.
and it does the designs. That's a lot of glitter.
Hey, don't tell me how much glitter to use,
Yeah.
damn it.
Fucking, you know what?
He's gonna be shitting unicorns later is what's happening.
Yeah,
Somebody has to.
entire unicorns.
I know, not just the whole unicorns. Just, oh, it got chunky.
Let's get low.
What in the fuck?
Oh, so now the engineer has been drawn in.
What is the chemical reaction going on between
at
this
this. We
don't
fermented
know.
beverage
Whoa,
and the glitter?
look at the head on top.
This is lovely. Dude, get bewitched. Dude, come gaze ye, you know, into our scrying pool.
It's gorgeous.
I think
cool
it
is
might
that?
be.
Ocean?
I guess.
Essentially.
Where does it go inside of you?
In.
In.
Oh.
Does it
And then
go
out.
Like you
Can't
have
I
imagine-
intestines after this.
I imagine that things will be very sparkly
Can you post
afterwards.
before after photos?
Yeah, exactly.
Out
No,
of curiosity.
no, your tapeworm.
Here.
It's gonna be like Disneyland for tapeworms.
Yeah, it's a disco. in
Disco
in
for your
stomach.
parasites.
Disneyland for
Look at that. That looks so cool. All right, I'm fine with glitter beer now.
Dude, this is a
Yeah,
great
weren't
shot.
you hating on this?
Yeah.
I was, dude.
Absolutely.
I was
Get it.
straight up hating,
Glitter
and now
beer is a
but-
thing.
Gorgeous.
But this is sick. But also, like inside the hazy, it's lovely. Like, look at this shit.
It's very
Juicy.
pretty.
It is
There's
legit
a fucking
juicy.
dance-off happening in that
It's
glass.
Oh my
exploding
God.
Why
over.
is it not stopping?
This is can't stop, won't stop.
It's because of the carbonation. Like
Yeah.
it just dances for
We
us.
just discovered perpetual motion.
I think
did.
so.
It's an energy. If we could harness this sparkly beer as an energy
Just
source.
started the Avengers.
Yeah, right?
Dude, yeah, this
What
is
in the-
The arc reactor of beers.
This is the Avenger Initiative.
That looks so cool.
Here's the deal: is I'm never gonna want to drink it because it's so pretty.
No, it's too lovely.
Yeah.
It's too lovely.
I know. I just.
But get the foam. The foam
Yeah,
off
the
of the
foam colors
Loca
look so
is
pretty.
exquisite. Like it never actually
Very
got
pink.
Too,
Yeah.
It never actually got too hardcore over on the other one. But I'm bewitched. Like I'm drawn in.
Does it add any flavor? Is it just
Nope,
adding?
no flavor.
Let's find
just,
out.
just coloring.
Yeah.
But let's get a bunch of this pink foam
See it go down to gob.
on my craw.
The over under is 10 seconds before they both pass out from some sort
Very
of bizarre
cute pink
poisoning.
Mustache.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out why the body uses your appendix.
Right?
This is a health lesson for all you kids out there.
It tastes like beer. He does have a little pink.
It is.
Pink
It's a
sm-
pointy
the
up
Joker.
one too. It's very good.
It's a good look.
Here.
Don't wipe your face before you go see the wife.
Making out with
While you
unicorns.
drink it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of the taste? Is there a change in texture? Is my question.
Yeah,
Look
can
at
you
how
taste
cool that
it?
looks.
Can you taste the sparkles?
In my heart.
Yeah. Deep in my soul.
God, you wipe your mouth
You
and
want
you
to
got some.
taste sparkles?
I'm curious
Would
if
you
it's
like
gritty.
to drink glitter?
No.
Is it gritty or no?
I think so.
Lovely.
It
Look at
is
the color
lovely.
though. Check that
It
out.
looks like there's a lot of glitter in there.
I mean, still probably not a thing. you
No,
would
it's
drink,
like a weird.
No one's. You're doing it just off camera, so
Is
no
it
one
more
can
fun?
see.
Oh, you don't taste it.
No.
No, there's no texture to it at all. Huh.
Is there a party in your tummy?
Yeah. And on my hands.
Yeah, there was a disco.
All those bacteria just having a disco down there.
Bewitched. Here.
The gut microbes.
It definitely looks a lot better in a lighter, like a more pale beer, obviously.
It's more fun, but honestly, I have to say, I like the increased opacity here. Just because it provides it with a different texture.
This looks like in the the
Yeah,
lighter beer, it's like
exactly.
a pearl almost.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What have you thrown in anything dark?
No, I mean we
Think it would
could.
catch would it even
Yes,
touch the
near
light?
the edge of the glass it should.
That's a cool
Right.
idea. Yeah.
There.
Can I see this?
Yeah, go for it.
Big glitter stuff.
Well, we want to do something like for a gym.
Oh yeah.
That's a dark cape, right? Dark color, but then around the edge you get that
Magic.
There
sparkle.
might still be some bottles of stout or something in the fridge.
Yeah. They're
Well, we can do a little bit.
We can do a little bit of that.
Do not
Small
despoil.
test. No. We'll do a
The
small
abyss
test.
should remain glitter free.
That's right.
I
We're
really
gonna-
want to do this as a shot.
You just
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
Don't do it. But we should just test it, like with a small
Yeah,
amount.
totally.
go look.
Right, Godspeed.
Yeah, if you could, Dave, that'd be awesome.
Well, okay, that was way cooler than I expected.
Yeah, I'm.
Like, don't tell Anthony.
I know. I don't want to. I feel.
I couldn't be more pleased.
I am a hypocrite right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
We are the liar kings. All right.
It's still like dropping out of suspension.
No,
from
it's
the head.
moving and it's still traveling, and it's here for us. We can ask it questions and
Yeah.
we'll know the answer.
Yeah, it's your own personal magic 8-ball that you on the go.
Yeah. It's the 8-ball within. Well, that was totally sick and completely worth it, and I'm completely sold 100%. I need the entire range.
Oh, did you say something? I was
Do they have more
talking
colors?
with yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
Do they have more colors?
They have blue, silver, pink,
See, I can get behind some
gold.
blue.
They have a range.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I don't want to be. I want to be mad.
We can do some blue and green on football.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we
Football
go. I
get-togethers.
want to be mad, but I can't because it's too cool
Yeah.
and it looks fucking rad.
Yeah.
Look,
And that's it.
you let me know tomorrow morning if you still feel the same way.
Yeah. If
Just
I've been,
out of curiosity.
you just let me know if your asshole has been
It's
abraded,
shredded.
has been abraded in any way. Has your asshole been reduced to a set of Venetian
Look,
blinds?
Doctor,
Then
it's
maybe
very
don't drink-
red and sore but sparkly.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks great.
Is that a plus at all? You madman!
Well, we gotta free up a glass
Yeah.
for the good stuff.
All right, let's try this mint chocolate stout.
Ta-da!
That was a good.
I mean,
that was,
come
that's
on,
good-
are you fucking
good-
kidding
good
me?
pour.
Magic trick. Oh my god, it's even
So
more
you are
lovely
still-
than before. All right.
That looks amazing.
It looks,
It's a deep,
It looks
mesmerizing.
like when you take the bar mat from the spill and you dump it into.
you know what? We need people in here who believe in
Right,
magic.
seriously.
I believe in the magic.
God. Here. What is this devilry?
Is that, oh, that's the chocolate mint, huh?
Oofa doof.
Chocolate mint,
Chocolate mint.
Yeah.
like peppermint.
It's still sparkling.
Oh yeah.
You can see it.
It's
ridiculous.
fucking incredible.
This is our new host.
As in parasitic.
Dude, it's still sparkling in my glass.
Oh, yeah. You still have sparkles in the dark. Oh yeah, I see it.
Holy shit! Sparkles
See, that's
in the
because you
dark.
never get rid
That's
of
so-
sparkles. You never glitter. You will never get rid of it. It stays with you. I still have glitter from decorating the
stickers.
Child's Play tree at the auction.
2012.
From 4 years ago. Well,
Well, not. Of,
I'll trade you
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And then you can have that one.
No, this is actually just the residual.
yeah, that's not even. We need to try it in one of those, as a.
Ooh.
You got this.
I'll try this one.
Dave,
no, I can't have.
Dave, you still on keto?
I'm broken right now. So.
Okay, because you're gonna want to try this.
All right.
I can smell the chocolate. I
Whoa.
smell a little bit of the mint.
Man, that's big.
It's like an Andes mint.
Yeah, I have to check the ABV up on this. Yeah. Yeah, it tastes like a
mint
10.
chocolate.
Whoa!
That is interesting.
I think that you could run your car.
You could make a shake out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah, rotate.
the bottles.
Rotate.
There you go.
I think that one could effectively run their car
Have you drank that?
I
on
took a
this
sip.
dark
I
syrup.
got it in the nose immediately.
I am not a big mint guy. I've never liked the flavor of mint.
Dude, this here. Can you get close up on this, Ghostly? So this is not with a real supply of glitter,
No, it's
but
residual.
it looks. But it reminds me of we have sandstone, polished sandstone sets that we give away on
Oh,
the
yeah,
C team
absolutely.
from Level Up, and it's right underneath the surface. And it might even be easier to see
Oh, finish.
on the camera, but there's a little bit here. I'm gonna do a little bit.
That's a little too much for me.
It's just the extra piece there.
Yeah, we're
right?
gonna be tasting turkey bacon or turkey.
No,
Wild
turkey bourbon.
I'm very interested.
And the the
you-
designer in
you
you
want
is the
the-
visual aspect.
You want the aesthetic.
I do want to see what happens here.
I want to see it in a bigger glass than
Alright.
what's getting put. Whoa!
Very glittery.
That's like a milk chocolate glitter.
Oh, yeah, then it gets all milky, right?
It do.
Pulls those like
From the
little
stir.
tones out. Time.
Oh my lord.
If I can turn back time.
Like glitter in the beer glass, so are the days of our lives.
You know, that definitely has that sandstone vibe. Ah, kid, I got bewitched.
Whoa, that is
Lovely.
straight out the 80s.
Right, and that's the pink one. We could do the color
My
choice.
God, it's full of stars.
Yeah, exactly. We could do the color choice better.
Gary's pocket sand.
Yeah.
Pow!
Oh, that one's gritty. Oh no, that one.
No grit. You don't. I think that it's the dextrose. So on
It's
the
a
tongue,
yeah.
it's just gonna feel
Yeah, like
A little waxy.
no, like a grain of sugar.
Yeah.
It's basically just gonna slide.
You got some empty cups down there?
You're now infertile though.
I
Yeah.
have cup.
A cup?
So much glitter.
That's a lot of glitter in that cup.
Yeah, I might just
I'm not sure I'm digging the
trade out.
pink residue.
Whoa.
How many other colors do we have?
There's a whole line.
We only,
believe you.
Eric only bought
It's
the
a
one.
line of Games Workshop.
No, you don't have to limit them to just beer though.
If you want to drink that.
I
go
am
for it.
thinking, I mean, if it's, what makes it unique to beer? Why can't I put it in a nice cocktail?
You can do it anytime. It doesn't have to be brew glitter.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I'm
yeah.
going to put it in my kid's chocolate milk. Freak
could.
him out.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Give him something special. Now, are we ready for the abyss? Are we ready to try the abyss? All right.
Yeah.
Only the remastered
Gotta
director's
get
cut.
that wax seal off.
Only the James Cameron remastered. Oh, do you need to cut the wax?
I got it.
All right.
A journey into the abyss. Remember the abyss? Yeah. Oh, James
yeah,
Cameron.
about James Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah, James.
This is the
love that
morphing.
movie.
It was
I
the
love that
morphing technology.
James Cameron murdered it over and over and over again. All right. Let's see. All right. So just a preview: blackstrap molasses, licorice, cherry bark,
Depends on
vanilla.
how strong that licorice is. That can overpower all the other
Yeah.
flavors, but everything else sounds wonderful. Yeah, what is the ABV on that one?
Let's not think about it.
And after we drink, we will continue to not think
Yeah.
about it.
It's. I would say that it's
Gotta be 13-ish.
12.2.
Ooh, I was a little off. I was off by 0.8.
12.2.
It's less than I thought it would be. But at some point, don't you? It gets classified as like.
Barley wine type of. Yeah, I mean,
It depends.
I mean, I've had
the
wines that don't
texture.
have that high in ABV.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, here. So let's try to figure this out.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, 12 mediocrities. 12 is
This
comparable.
reminds me of old engine oil, and like the beer, not
Yeah.
like the beer old engine oil.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For that, like that big
Yeah.
stout. Right here. So let's give this a try. So knowing what we know, molasses, licorice, and
Definitely
then,
molasses
and then
on
a
the nose.
range
Yeah.
of, and then a range of barrelings. Yeah, licorice is real and molasses is real. Right off the top.
Oh yeah. The molasses for sure.
Oh.
No,
Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say this.
Oh yeah.
I can just tell on the back of it that we are in a place.
Oh yeah. This is a happy beer for me.
Yeah. Basically, it's in that stout thing which you like to.
It's
to
on the
experiment
sweeter
with.
side.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it is sweet, and I think it's because
Syrupy.
something
yeah.
like a molasses, like depending on how much you add, a certain amount of that's going to be processed, but then what's left over there is going to sweeten and then offer that sort of like that dark sweet character.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's got a sweet syrupiness to it that I.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see most people won't like it, I think, but this is
your...
yeah, this is my jam.
Well, I mean, you want something. You want something that you can.
I would not drink this on a hot summer day.
No, this is a
no.
warm...
This is by the whole fire end of the night.
Yes, this is not the after. This is not an afternoon
Big
product.
book next to the fire. Yeah, it's almost a nightcap.
Yeah, or this would be like going on the vacation to that lodge resort.
Yeah, but
Massive.
yeah, it's
Wow.
there's a lot of different flavors in there. I'm getting different hints every time I take a sip.
And for me, I find wood
Yeah.
as a
You're not
note.
yeah. That's not usually your thing.
Yeah, but the range of wood, so it's the same wood each time, but it's inflected first by bourbon, then by just natural oak,
Yeah.
then by red wine.
Have you ever done like a barrel tasting from wines where it's the same wine just in different barrels?
God, I would love
Interesting.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That, we need it. All right, I'm going to put it on the list. I'm
Yeah,
going to
that's-
take you. It will taste like completely different beverages based on,
Yeah,
the
that
char,
extraction, and
it's
in
amazing.
wine, because wood is such a big component of red wines.
Yep.
Like, I sort of get it there, and I expect it in beer, which typically, because of its malt body, has
Yeah.
a different sort of character, a sweeter character. For me, that sort of like biting sort of wood note tastes like poison. And so
Tastes like pure shit.
I do not
Get it.
I can't give myself over to it.
But
But
heavy oak with big toast
Yeah.
is what the toast ratios.
No, for sure. I completely in red wine.
so
I
good.
get it. I expect it in that continuum, but in a beer,
Not what you're thinking.
it's not what I'm thinking. And but honestly, because this has the range, and then because they thought ahead and put in an herbal note
Right.
with the licorice, and then sort of like pushed it off the dock with the molasses.
I think the molasses is
now
really
we're okay.
what...
Now we're okay. Molasses is a big enough sweet to counter that wood.
I don't taste a lot of the licorice. I really don't get those hints. I get the cherry, I get the wood, I get obviously the molasses. I do get a little bit of the vanilla in there,
Yeah.
but I am not picking up the licorice, and I don't know if it's just...
I feel like the molasses is kind of like the binder that
The
brings it all,
molasses
but
is,
yeah.
everything is in orbit around that, right? Because if you really, really think about it, like blackstrap molasses, like a spoonful of that, that aftertaste, that is black licorice. It's the same.
Yeah, I get it.
okay.
I get it on the back end. I hear what you're
It's
saying.
it's as much a texture as anything else. Wow, really good choices.
Yeah,
That was
pretty
a
cool, right?
really, really good
choices.
beer.
And honestly, I think that we have to say that the brew glitter,
Okay.
as much as I got it, I will take this on.
Let me see that thing, because I want to see what this looks like in a full glass of...
Oh, the good stuff.
Well, before you put the glitter in, just give
Might
me a
as
little.
well
I
try
want to try. It's a barrel stout bourbon aged. I'm gonna at least try it. Okay, well that's enough. I gotta work. I gotta go to work.
You know what?
You're at work.
Like I gotta look at spreadsheets and things today.
Not today.
God bless you, Jeff. God bless you. We have a good thing going. I can have the weird ideas,
And then
you
I put it in a
can make
spreadsheet.
these numbers function in a spreadsheet.
All right, I want to see if the head gets changes
Goofy,
goofy. Yeah, it gets
All right.
goof disease.
goof disease 2.0.
So how
Oh, that's a good one too.
pleased are you to have Alyssa back?
Well, she's in the
Whoa!
country.
This week.
Ironically, she's coming back right as I leave on a trip.
Oh,
so we're not gonna overlap.
Are you heading to the island?
No, heading down to Costa Rica, actually.
Really?
Nice.
I know I'm not supposed to announce that stuff publicly. No one look up where I live. I have a good alarm system.
So
I do have a good alarm system.
for our enthusiasts, that's just.
I know, you guys are all
Yeah.
wonderful.
No. I'm saying they would be excited. Like a good alarm system means
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a great time.
Okay, that looks awesome.
That is
I agree.
very interesting.
I agree.
It's like a...
No, we can do this. We can make a magical beer, a magical beer experience. I think we go back to Jim.
See, the light in the camera makes it look I think it looks cooler on the monitor
Oh,
than
yeah,
it does on
shit,
real
look at
life.
that.
Dude, have you not been looking
No.
there? No, because every little piece of the light.
Because
Yeah,
the
it's
studio
getting-
lights are catching it and
That's fantastic.
reflecting back to the camera.
Yeah, it's like astronomy, right?
Yeah.
You get those shots.
If it turns red, you know the beer's moving away from you.
That's the classic scenario.
Wow.
I love
Sorry, our audience would appreciate a red shift joke.
No, dude, I put Redshift stuff directly into the C team. They are primed.
All right.
Fear not.
Good Lord, okay.
My understanding is that the present for the show did arrive okay.
That's the
Cookie
optimal
Mom wants
beer.
to know when we're going to use glitter paints on our 40K figurines.
Oh,
You know, listen.
look, I know there's a large segment of the audience that would totally appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, I think something done during Pride Month would be appropriate to be glitter. And
But no, you got the blend.
Slim Nesh loves glitter. Exactly,
You got the
GMFO.
blend. So do they have on the rack at Micro Homebrew?
Yeah.
They have their range. I saw your shot.
Yeah.
Do they have one that is rainbow?
No, they don't.
so you gotta
I-
just buy them all.
Yeah.
We could build it.
Just get them all.
We could build it. How much was a pot?
Like
of it?
$10 or whatever.
Oh, wow,
Whoa,
that's
whoa.
pricey. That's like when you
Hey,
know,
but it is a
listen,
lot, though. No,
listen.
no.
Okay, so
You would
this
do it. You
this
would
little
do it.
thing is supposed to fill 5 gallons.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you guys have been over glittering.
Look,
There's no such thing, Jeff.
there's no such thing.
Right?
But what's
damn
funny,
it.
so the camera got shooken, I think, because Ghostly was amused. Hey, back there, Jackman, do you have a camera on the brew device? Can we see where that process is going for?
See, I think you should add it earn the brewing process.
Yeah, see what happens in the...
See what happens to those grainal fissures. Oh, has that been?
We know that that's not okay. We know that that's not a term that we use.
Jeff, we're going to have to...
I only listen to the show for my
know
name.
what? Jeff, you come
I'm
in,
sorry, I'll
You don't
finish
need
this and
this
leave.
right now.
I'll
With
leave.
everything else that's going on,
I
you don't
know.
need this type of shit.
You know?
Now, but I just wanted to show you sort of where that's going. But this is common, at least in the new box.
Yeah.
You always have that. There's there's
Oh,
always
yeah,
that
look at that
beneath,
color, though.
Because the color is out of this world. Yeah. But there's that mesh below, and then that mesh over the top, and then sort of between those
Mm-hmm.
2 points, the grains tend to float. At least in the new sort of siphon
A wart rift.
pump. Yeah.
See, I
It's
think
definitely a rift.
You
rift.
put
There was
glitter
a vortex,
in
and
the.
I think now we have a rift.
I think you should put glitter in with the hops.
You
Or
never get
with
it out,
the
like you
grains.
said.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You wouldn't want to
You know?
add it.
I bet you probably void the Pico warranty
Yeah,
as well.
right.
But during the boil, you definitely don't want to put that in there, I don't think. I think it would actually destroy what's cool about it. You'd want to add it cold.
That's actually what Anthony said. He said it's not meant, if like even when you're kegging, you don't want to put it in the keg.
Would it-
you just want to add it right to
It'd
the
throw
glass.
off the
Interesting.
fermenting process.
Not really. I don't think they're fermenting, but I think it's just it'll get stuck. Like 5 more batches down the road, you're still gonna have glitter.
Yeah, and what's
You know?
more, yeah, see, he's right. And then what's more, it is a type of sugar, so introducing it while the beer is fermenting still is not
that could be
a.
interesting too. Yeah.
It's going to change your math.
If that's what it does to the equipment, I'll be very interested to see what it does to the
exactly.
equipment.
To the equipment. Scarlet Ravenwolf is suggesting gold glitter for Jim. We could do something because we've done some really interesting stuff. So we always played around with purples, like on for the Sanguilith and like for Cthulhu,
Yes.
right? So we always mess around with some blackberry, boysenberry type stuff. It seems to me like we could get move in that direction.
Yeah.
Match a good glitter to it.
Right, because there's rose gold, there
Yeah.
is clear, which is going to give you just a shimmer, pink, silver, green, and blue.
Okay, so interesting. So there's not actually that many colors
No,
in
but
the set, but you could build yourself a decent rainbow from that base.
yeah,
Green, blue, pink, and then a gold.
Yeah, gold.
Down here. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
It's been a fabulous
Dude, so
experience. I'll let you guys
Oh.
get back to it.
God
I'm
bless
going to
you.
miss next week, so I'm sorry. I'll
right.
miss you all. I'll
Indeed.
think of you while I'm consuming adult beverages on a beach.
That's
That-
I want
that's
nothing
perfect,
more.
yeah.
I want nothing more, Mr. Kelsey. See you later, man. Right,
you sure you don't want to bring some of this for your trip?
No, I'm good.
I mean, you can put it in all the drinks you have.
But Graham Baxter is suggesting that a wind chime made out of beer bottles would be sufficient for a long distance Jeff call. Now, so Clues is suggesting, can we get a book release beer for next week? Mm-hmm. So, but we also have, old business.
Yeah, we've got a lot. We got projects to do here.
It's true, but I wonder if there isn't a scenario by which both of those things can sort of occur at the same time.
Could be.
Is it possible that we do our book release beer, our celebration beer, and that ends up being the IPA that we want to hand over to 2 beers?
Could be.
For the can run.
Yep. I mean, they're interested in hazies and IPAs. So
yeah, and honestly, here's the fact, man. I mean, generally speaking, when it comes to IPAs, we stay our hand because we want to make sure that we're offering the tradition to the channel in its breadth.
The tradition of glittery beer.
Exactly.
I want to make sure, lo and behold, thousands of years of glitter.
Time immemorial.
Yeah.
But it seems to me like making we need a piece of fiction to wrap it. Mm-hmm. But we make our IPA, we combine it with something like an employee manual. Mm-hmm. Like last time we had sort of our, exit clause.
Exit clause.
Right? So exit clause is there, and that's sort of like in the pouch, it's resting for a long time, 10-year vest. Is it possible that we have something more toward the beginning of your career, like your employee manual, which is the old name for the book?
Yeah.
Right?
So that, and especially for new people getting involved in Ack Inc., right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So there's got to be some way we can.
I agree. So I think hazy is one of
we can kill 2 birds.
I think hazy is a really great place to start. One, we've never done a hazy.
Never.
But 2, it's very accessible.
And they like it.
It lures people in. You don't know what the hell's going to happen to you.
So
you know what I mean?
What you're telling me is that you are a gentleman who is familiar with the brand tenets of Acquisitions Incorporated. That's what I'm pulling out here. That's exactly what we should do. And so we can satisfy Clues. We can satisfy our other partner.
Yes, SA. It's an IPO IPA. I like it.
You goofs.
Good. It's good.
All right. So I have all of that stuff for the stream set up in Firefox. I keep it completely separate. Mm-hmm. I only use Firefox in here, so all the sign-ins are correct. So we do want an IPA, but it being an IPA is not actually a limiting factor.
No.
There's many ways we can do that.
No.
I mean, hazy, to my mind, is like the right tactical choice.
For me, when I think of this concept, when I think of how are you going to attract somebody in knowing that they're probably going to die and not really caring that they're going to die, just using them for that ability.
I think the main thing...
Hazy is a good way to get somebody to sign on.
Hazy IPA is opaque, and I think that is the brand identity in a nutshell, right?
So there's that. Now, what other styles of IPAs could we go with?
A red
IPA. You get bloody in this business?
Yeah, exactly. Red IPA, also good. So hook me up with the red IPA.
It's red?
Absolutely. So basically it's going to be bigger malt body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
More malt, more caramel flavors that are going to be coming in, whereas a normal a regular IPA is dry, crisp and clean, and all about the hops.
So when I say welcoming opaque for the hazy, the main thing is that they're also very juicy. In fact, I think I'm going to redo that one because hazy IPAs have a very particular character. Mm-hmm. And as I've suggested before, opaque, mega fruit. When I was down at Russian River, I got a Pilsner for
Sherdova.
For Brenna. Mm-hmm. Are they looking for the restir? There you go, Tova.
It's like a freaking glitter tornado in there.
Listen, we can give you. Oh, dude, the striations.
Whoa, God, that is
in the
dark magic.
No, I'm gonna pull it over.
Dark freaking magic.
The striations in the stout. Oof, geologic. Hey, now, do you have the poll up on the screen, Jack? I don't. So there you go. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. So those are the main things. I mean, either one of these is going to be great. Obviously, we're gonna address these ingredients in a way that that makes them turn out something good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Here, Brett Masswork, or maybe Brett Mass at work.
Is he at work and his boss is okay with this?
Work account, it's fine. Has tasting and trying different beers influenced the way you taste other things? Absolutely. Yeah, as soon as you start being conscious about, taste and flavors, it never gets corralled again.
No. Oh no.
Yeah, then especially if you're getting into brewing, what's invariably going to happen, right?
Is you get to glitter. You get to the phase where you're
arrive
using glitter.
at the darkest realm.
Yeah.
This evil place. But yeah, eventually, so it's like we went out to dinner with friends.
Yeah.
And there was like an herb portion.
Oh yeah.
And then we were exposed to chocolate mint as an herb, and it was like, oh, okay, well, I would like to see this flavor over here.
Yeah, that was for me. That was one of the coolest moments because everybody's like, "Oh, I was inspired by this. I was inspired by that."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, wait, that just happened. We were in a garden, and this mint leaf inspired a beer that we wanted to brew."
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
Brewing is a practice.
Yeah.
It's a practice. Yep. Let's go with this.
That haze.
Let's go with this hazy. Yeah. So basically,
this is cool. Okay.
2 stages gathered wrong. So a couple things are going to happen. One, we're going to offer this over to 2 beers for a full canning run. That should take place, hopefully around PAX Prime, which the elves call PAX West.
It's prime. It's always prime to me.
Deep down, it's going to be prime. So, but the main takeaway is that this is something that you could actually get a case of and keep and enjoy. And so that's one part of it. The other part of it is that we actually need a robust fiction to underpin it, essentially just to guide our enjoyment in the practice.
Oh, absolutely.
So if it's going to be a hazy, this is great news.
This is wonderful news.
Exactly. So this is based around, it's an earlier part of your career.
Right.
This is based around the book. Obviously, to my knowledge, the very first Wizards of the Coast official D&D supplement in book form based on someone's home campaign.
Yeah.
Based on their game and their characters. 10 years of AI stuff distilled into a loaf that you can take full advantage of.
His lips are still glittery and it's amazing.
In the home. Now, but...
So what does that look like?
Exactly. So what does that mean in here? So
Right.
essentially, as I suggested, it was sort of the employee manual.
Yeah.
That was what it was called originally. And so what does that look like in AI, in that first bag that you get?
Right.
Your sort of welcome kit, right? And I think the opacity of the hazy works on a metaphorical level, but what are we trying to sell? What does the base book even tell you?
So yeah, but also
Right.
is this beer going to knock you out so you just don't remember the next 10 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it just going to what does our ABV look like?
Yeah, exactly.
In that context.
So exactly. So let me get my notepad going.
Yeah, the orientation IPA.
Okay. So IBU, ABV, SRM.
Yeah, because when you come in, when you sign on, right? Is it just is it one of those everybody gets the job right away, line, everybody's waiting in line and you just get stamped, here's your packet, go into the room, watch the video.
Yeah. They need enough people that it's probably just a line and then it's 60 people at a time.
Yeah.
And they move out and you can see them moving out as your group moves in.
Yeah.
Right? So in terms of ABV, the range on something like this is super broad.
Yeah, we can do anything we want on this one. So, but why would it be low or why would it be high?
Exactly.
Where's the striation come from and why?
Yeah, exactly. So I think the range, we'll probably do 5, 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
And 8. These are pretty classic, tenuous. The Ishtar IPA, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is a deep ass cut.
Yeah, bring it
tenuous.
back.
Bringing it back to the game that Pat ran for us so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
what does
exactly.
what does the 5% mean in this
exactly.
context?
So the 5% in this means that it's easy to get in, easy to spend time. This is about your initial experience with the
Right,
brand.
like we want you to be happy and sedated type
exactly.
of.
Which we've gone into this before, right? So something like liquid assets.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is that the first encounter you have with them, it has some local flavor.
Yeah.
It's like some aspect. Hey, we get you. We know about your town.
Yeah.
And then, but it's designed to have as many as you want.
Right.
Because
we don't want you going away.
Because they're at like 4 or 5%.
Yeah.
Come get some of this. It's just a
Stay
big
here all
jug.
Week.
Exactly.
You don't have to leave.
It's fine. Let's just keep talking about
Yeah.
it. And then the heavier one is sort of like the reality of that profession hitting you.
Yeah.
I think it's like that 8% represents like the weight of the signature
Right.
on the
You are
document
literally signing your soul
that
away to
gives
this
you-
company.
Exactly. And you get that pouch.
Yeah.
And that's what you get.
Yeah.
And then what you have to give in
This is my
exchange-
rifle. There are many like it.
Exactly. But what you have to give in exchange for that
Yeah.
signature is pretty substantial.
Yeah. It cuts like a knife.
Here, Baca says, Jerry, Mars Apollo. God bless you. Jerry, would not the best way to celebrate your OC becoming this crazy D&D canon loaf be a beer called with an ampersand and everything? Oh, that is sweet. That is sweet. Thanks, Foodart. New Belgium. Whoa, New Belgium's up in the biz.
Hey.
Was 2 Beers ever able to get fresh hops for you? Because we can still get 2 Beers with fresh hops. Oh, for sure. They have got the...
Oh, yeah, they brought us in fresh
They've
hops.
got the hookup. I mean, they're already much farther south than we are.
Yeah.
Just in that Soto region.
Yeah, and they have a couple good relationships with the Yakima hop farmers.
Yeah, I mean, around here, those types of relationships are a currency, to be sure. Interesting. So they want 6.5. So we have
So
the
6
5 is
so
easy,
6.5 is
8
kind of like the
weight. 6.5 is
it's like what did I just do? What did I just get myself into type of maybe I should have another?
6.5 is going with the flow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're being exposed to a lot of new information in a very dense context. The beer should have some major hidden flavors to represent the hidden, obscured parts of the contract, and we can get at that with hops. That's going to be the key. You probably have a situation where we could have a couple different hops, especially on the aroma side, where the aroma side and the flavor side can be coming from slightly different places.
Yeah, still able to legally sign the contract. Ghostly.
Exactly. Now, I think
Okay.
6.5.
6.5. So that 6.5, and that is because they're going with the flow.
Exactly. Right down the middle. So Ibu,
Yes.
and obviously in an IPA, this is a comical range. But essentially, this is the
I mean, really, we can go
tart. Yeah, but basically, this is
0 to 10. You know, you don't want much
to
IBUs.
100.
If you're doing a hazy, I mean, you could.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, hazies are IPAs like by style, but they don't really taste like it in the classic sense.
You get no. I mean, there are some that will give you some bitter, but most are very limiting.
Nah, most of it's juice.
Yeah.
I would say is the overriding sort of like flavor profile, right?
So we could go with no bitter, just straight tomfoolery. You know, just coming in and just.
So my 10.
Yeah, or I was going to say 0.
Can you really get it all the way down?
Yeah, it's the same thing as a bread.
Oh, it's mostly at the end, right?
Yeah, it's all at the end.
Yeah.
And this would be.
Zero bitterness is optimism,
Yeah.
right? Or as close to 0 as we can get it,
Yep.
right? So let me make that note. 0. And then something that I'll give them like 10. and that would be sort of like nervousness.
Yeah.
Just like low grade.
Yeah, we're gonna fool them a little bit.
Low grade nervousness. S.A. Wells wants to know if we can call it Office Party. I can see that in their font. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they would love that name for sure. Graham Baxter, how about a hazy red? I mean, look, I'm 100% down. I think a hazy red would be really, really wild. Thanks, Anth. So there's a couple different choices for you. Graham Baxter, a wind chime for Jeff, made of beer bottles. I do believe it would attract him. Clues, Undead Killer Monkey wants to know if Clues would ever make more pillows for sale. You gotta talk to her. Oh, Demetrius says you guys need to work on your pronunciation of Rausch beer.
What did we say?
Well, for the CH, either hiss like a cat. Oh, Rauch. Rauch. Rauch?
You gotta go, Ralph.
Oh,
right?
not,
You gotta-
it's not, okay. I
Oh.
gotcha. But to
I
the
just
middle of
wanna
your
do
mouth,
this.
like in loch. Yeah, Ness. Rausch, the way you say it means a higher rush. The way you say it means that the beer will fuck you up.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
So Rauch. Oh, so not shush.
Yeah.
Not shush at all. Rauch, like Rauch beer?
Rauch.
Rauch beer?
Rauch.
I bet that's it. Listen, when my friend Christian Franz
Yeah.
and his friend Tamaz comes into town,
Tries to beat us in Kill Team. Not gonna happen, Christian. I know you're watching.
were you thinking we would be on the same team?
Yeah, we're gonna wreck them. It's the American versus the Germans. It's like hockey all over
classic.
again. Yeah.
It never once occurred to me that we would be on the same team.
Yeah.
Not once. Because I'm so used to
We're so used to going at each other.
Being-
But here's the thing: we play off of each other's strengths and weaknesses now.
That's it.
The Germans are going down.
Dude, so what would you do? Would you flip
would
into?
kill.
I know that you would.
But
I've seen it.
it's the
I've been
perfect
killed.
combo because I'm going to be firing over you as you're rushing in.
Well, but I'll be rushing into the teeth of these fucking orcs.
Yeah, but look at all the plasma calibers that I'm going to have firing with you instead of at you. Think about how glorious that'll look, and you don't have to be scared.
It would be nice to have your calibers pointed at someone else.
Yeah, I think it was Russia. Mark.
It's gonna be cannon fodder.
Yeah.
It would be nice, honestly. Wow, God, they want the zero, and I'm fine with that too. This could be really great.
Yeah, I think
and the
it's
truth
neat.
is that they actually have experience making zero IBU
Yeah.
IPAs.
Yeah, they're actually doing really great things with their hazies.
They know how. And there's a lot of hazies in their limited runs too.
Mm-hmm. What was our optimism?
Yeah. So zero bitterness, optimism. We're creating a comprehensive human mathematics here on the show. So the EBU, we want as close to zero as we can get.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit is one thing, right?
Yep.
But we're basically going to be coming after it after the fact, and then there's not like a cold crash. Is that what keeps it cloudy?
But also because all of the hops are added at the end, that they stay in suspension.
So they cloud it up at the end. I see. All right,
So-
now the CERM.
Yeah, look at the color. I mean, we can go
And then remember,
wherever we want.
Yeah.
Graham, that's great. New hires aren't bitter yet.
not yet.
I like that
See,
concept.
This is why they need the big bag at
Yeah.
10 years. So consider this.
What a cool concept. We were literally bookending the beers.
No, it actually turned out kind of hot.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about the CERM. And so keep in mind, Gathered Throng, that this color will actually be represented in a different way. So usually a lot of times, the beers that we have are clear. They're not filtered, obviously, but they crash out or whatever. Or you lager them, right? And so they get clear and crisp. But these colors,
I can't take it. There's too much glitter on them.
is it a lot?
It's amazing.
Oh my God. That's too much. That's too much glitter on your mouth. Now,
Anyways, what were you saying?
anyway, what I was trying to say is that it's actually going to look much more like the SRM
Yeah.
panel that you see
Yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly. We're not really going to be playing around with the color too much with berries or anything like that.
No, it's
or
going to be
fruit, any
it's
kind
going
of
to be
fruits.
the base, right? It's going to be what we do.
Yeah.
And so it's actually going to look like that color because it's going to be opaque in the glass.
Right, exactly.
So some of these colors, especially down to the bottom, are kind of fun to think about. And you tend to see that in IPA, in hazy IPAs.
So what are we looking at, and why would the color be different? As a new employee, do we tempt them with gold? Right?
Yeah.
Do we tempt them with gold?
Gold is like that 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 is tempting with gold, and then up in like 15.
Yeah, when it gets to that 15 range, there's a little tinge, a little bit of work, some blood, sweat, and tears have gone into that color.
So what do we think of for 10? Right?
Yeah.
It's like a honey.
Yeah, it is. So super sweet, very.
Yeah, 10 would be potential sweetness. Mm-hmm. And then at 15,
10 is like what you're aspiring to get to your next promotion.
Yeah.
Right.
So here
You
is
have goal. You have promotions.
You see,
what is it? What is it they want?
So here is the philosophical underpinning as we progress on the chromatic scale. Daphne says, "Hey, have either of you picked up the book, The Drunken Botanist: The Plants That Create the World's Great Drinks" by Amy
No, but
Stewart?
I just saw that. Didn't we just talk about that or
No,
something?
I have a copy.
Yeah.
I have a copy I can loan you. It's amazing. Yeah, man, I can completely see how this would bewitch Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, it has all those aspects of a great wine.
Because the caboose,
Yeah.
like the entire back is all these complicated wine tastes.
Yeah.
Right?
They are actual, wine tasting.
They're
notes that you get.
not euphemistically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, how excited are you for Warhammer?
Oh, I can't wait. I am excited.
So you goofed with your lip.
Yeah.
Right? So can you provide them? I'm going to cook up a PDF as well.
Yeah. Actually, I got to send that over.
So we'll make sure that you special boys have PDFs. Maybe Nightbot can have them.
Oh, good idea. I will send that right over.
Right?
Yeah, because Ben Dunno and I conspired a little. He gave me some tips.
Oh, no. No! Well, hopefully the tips are not so firm
No, it's not.
that the saw cannot overmatch them.
Ooh, that's a fun angle. So what are we looking at for everybody's, wow, 5 is.
They want the gold. They want the money. But it's also a beautiful
Oh,
color.
yeah, it's going to look fantastic.
Right? So how do we get them there? What's a cool base malt that you can put in that hazy that's going to play nice with big fruit?
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. When we look at this, the classic one is always going to be 2-row. Dry, crisp, and clean.
Well, and that's not for our beers. Like that's just your base malt.
That's like
how you make beer.
90% of beers
Right?
is 2-row.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. One, an Ac Inc. purpose would be it's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can produce a lot of it. And
Exactly.
you just mark up the price. But it's also, if it's 2-row, we don't mind making it for the new guys because it's cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
But it does give us a clean, dry, and crisp flavor.
Right now, so for another base grain, it's all it's so cheap too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. Is there another base grain that might be like a little bit off the beaten path?
So another one we could use is Maris Otter. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. Biscuit?
Yeah, it's going to give us a biscuity flavor. It's used in a lot of English ales because of that. Because it's a little more toasty, a little more biscuity, but still, I mean, it's still a pale ale. So you can still kind of use it, in inside of an IPA like that.
And then we can come in and inflect it with another interesting taste on top of that.
Yeah, because we don't with a hazy, we really don't have to get too creative with.
And you don't want to.
You don't want to have too many complex flavors inside of there.
No,
because you want the hops to do the
just
talking.
about hops, and in fact, ultimately, that may be what we determine.
Yeah.
If we have another grain that we toss in, we might want to give them the opportunity to say,
Yeah.
let's actually
Absolutely.
just, here's the base,
Yeah.
and then let's spend more thought when it comes to this hop bomb
Exactly.
that we deliver at the end.
Yeah, and there's some cool things we can do with
Is that
secondary.
whirlpool? Is that when it happens? Or is
No,
it,
well, so with the hazy, it's all over the place. It's at 10 minutes, 5 minutes, flame out, then dry hopping is a big factor
okay,
too.
so that's where a lot of it comes in?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow, this is a knife fight, actually. They're right in the middle. They don't know if they want the basic, which I think has a narrative
Right.
aspect.
I mean, yeah,
But
they
the
both have a really
Marisada-
cool.
The Marisada is really more about, like, just like the 10% in the SRM, it's really more about, like, the potential. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what, things are good, and they're
Yeah.
going to keep being this
We
way.
see potential in you.
Yeah, exactly.
So have this. It's a little better than most would get.
Wow, a big jump, actually, in just the very brief period I was talking to you. Yeah, it's 26 to 27.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
I love that the actual numbers are in there. Oh, God, this is a knife fight. It's going back and forth.
No, it's jumping. Jack, are you checking the questions?
Yeah.
Smooth. Fennel or flax?
Fennel would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. You could make something interesting
Yeah.
with that. We got to. Oh wow, Two-Row came back big.
Yeah.
They like the narrative underpinning. I think
It makes sense for the product.
it makes sense for them. Crisp, clean base, and then what the beer is actually about is just that presence
Yeah.
of the fruit.
Yeah.
Well, and also we know that our friends over there. I mean, the reason he wants this recipe is so he can brew it,
Yeah, we're gonna play around with it.
and then
This isn't the final. This isn't gonna be the final.
no, this is
form.
1.0.
Yeah.
But the reason that he wants it is so that he can mess with it,
Yep.
like mercilessly, until it's time to do a full run on the
Exactly.
production equipment. Two-Row came out with it, I think. Scarlet Ravenwolf, when will you guys release all these wonderful beers we were making? As soon as possible. I mean, now that the book is done,
And Alyssa's back.
and Alyssa's back, I mean, a big part of it is that, I mean, I have, like, you know, neat ideas, and Eric has cool ideas, and he has a lot of talent and skill, but to do something like this correctly requires an Alyssa,
Yeah.
by which I mean a talented,
Person that pulls it all
Manager.
together. Yeah.
because
That comes in and just cracks the whip.
it's
and,
going to need
you know.
art, it's going to need dates, right?
So, here's an interesting way to look at what we can do next. We can either say, no, we don't want to add any more grains.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's all the interns get. Screw them, right? I'm not spending any more money on them. Or we could sweeten the pot a little and use carapils.
Inflect it a little bit.
Yeah. So carapils is usually
And it's
a
different
Belgian.
gauges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually a Belgian a grain, and what it does is gives us a lot of head retention, creamy mouthfeel, much like singing, but also it adds a sweetness because it's mostly dextrin.
Oh.
So it's going
it's
to
a smooth sweetness.
Yeah. So it's going to add a little more sweetness to this beer.
Which is just going to complement.
Yeah. It's going to show
the
that
hot bomb.
we care about you from the beginning.
Exactly. It's a compliment,
Yeah.
essentially. And keep in mind, of course, that the Two-Row is still the base grain.
Oh, absolutely.
We're talking about a
Maybe
percentage.
15%.
Maybe. Graham Baxter's trying to throw some turmeric in there. I definitely I don't mind turmeric in
Yeah.
beers, and certainly it's amazing in kombucha, let's say. In this context, especially with the hazy, I feel like that would be an odd bitterness to add. But I get it. Now,
See, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Frank.
yeah, so many say no more. Many say carapils. Only time will tell. Seabread says, Elder Brewers, Amber Council, I done goofed. My wife has suggested I make a beer for my daughter's first birthday party around PAX and has told friends I'm doing it.
I mean, are you serving it to your daughter? Because that might be a little
It's weird.
questionable.
It's for the party.
I get it.
The first birthday party is only for the grown-ups anyway. Although the very first time my son ever had sugar was his first birthday.
Okay.
We had like a carrot cake for him.
Yeah.
Kiko took the pictures. He's like a raccoon.
That's what got him hooked.
He's covered with sugar.
That's awesome.
Just frosting everywhere. He's like holding it in his fists. But anyway, I've only made one batch from the Heffy kit that Micro Homebrew has.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. What would be a good second batch to try to make that I can have done in time?
It's around West?
Yeah.
Oh, you got plenty of
2
time.
weeks is that's
Any
most.
kind of ale, especially if you're getting those batches down in Micro Homebrew, any of the ales that they have will be done in 3 weeks, 4 at most if you're bottling, you know?
Yeah, and if you want to give it that 4 weeks, the truth is, they're still going to work in that bottle.
Yeah. That's the thing. You can let them sit, and they're going to get better with time.
Yeah, nothing bad is going to happen.
Yeah, so
they want to do something that's going to incorporate some grapefruit or something ruby themed or red.
Ooh, that's kind of neat, especially if it's her first birthday, right? That's a fun. I mean, the grapefruit alone is going to give you that ruby red, color. So
If you want to add some or keep some in.
I mean, so you could go. This is where you can experiment with the kits that they have, and if you go talk to Anthony, he'll guide you down this path.
And he'll help you too.
Yeah.
Like he's a good dude.
Yeah. So just tell him you want maybe a pale ale that is going to be like a sculpin.
Yeah.
Like a grapefruit sculpin.
Yeah. Bring in, talk about Ballast Point.
Yeah, and he'll know exactly what you mean.
Yep. And then you can do some pink grapefruit additions in the fermenter after.
Yeah.
And you're good. I mean, a couple days max.
Get some pink sparkly
Get
glitter.
some pink sparkles and do this fucking shit correctly. Hey, I'm calling it, although it is one vote away between them. Carapils just beat it out.
That's cool. I think it's going to be neat. One, story-wise, like...
It's just a little bit of extra. It's like, you know what?
Thanks for signing on, you.
Yeah, exactly. A little special.
You.
Well, we can spend a couple more,
Yeah.
copper pieces on this.
A couple.
A couple, not many. So we're going to throw in that extra sauce on the carapils. But not a crazy amount.
No,
right?
not a ton.
But also that carapils, I mean, especially depending on the that type, that's going to help our color get right.
Yeah, what were we going with for the ABV? The 6.5?
The ABV is right down the middle, 6.5.
So look at this. Right here, we're at 6.5, and this is actually a great mix of the pale malt with the carapils. If you look over at the percentages, we're right around the 85 to 15 range.
Now, can we goose? Let's see. What's the
So our
Can
color.
we goose one of them to get it to a little bit closer to 5? What do you think?
Yeah, totally. So we're going to want to. So if we look, they're roughly around the same SRM. So we can,
Actually, you probably want to goose a little more pale malt to get it there. There you go.
there we go, and we'll
Yeah.
bring that down. We can't bring that down too much. Yeah, so that's roughly where we're going to come in.
I love it. That's going to be a maze. All right, now this is the best part of this. So we got to hit them with.
High, hit him high, hit him high.
Optimally.
You hit him low, hit him low, hit him low.
That's our classic scenario. That's when we
That's-
when we hit our German friends.
Sorry, Christian and Tomas.
That's how it's going to be. That's going to be the technique. It's a combined effort. Now, so in terms of hops, because we have a cool opportunity here.
We can go.
Flex on 'em.
Yeah, this is huge.
Right?
We can do multiple hops. Mostly whenever we've done an IPA or a pale, we've only done really one hop, maybe 2 at most. We can do 3 hops if we want, 4. We can get crazy with it.
Yeah.
But what does that mean story-wise? Because the more hops mean it's going to be more expensive, or does what does less hops mean? What does more hops mean in that kind of context?
But hops are also a preservative.
There you go.
So
That's another way to look at it.
So it may be that it's really about
Fortifying.
it's either fortifying or it's about doing a huge run and being able to let it sit for a while.
Yeah.
For these new recruits to come in,
Yep.
right? But let's hit them with some tastes,
Okay.
right? I mean, hazies almost always feature that it's mega fruit forward, like to the point where I've had hazies that are too juicy,
Really?
indeed, that are actually cloying at a certain level.
Oh yeah,
This has happened to me. It's like I like Starburst, but I don't necessarily want to drink one. Right? I think it's an excellent choice, my friend.
right.
I think it's a great choice. Yes. You know how
El Dorado.
It's
I mean,
murder
I can't.
every time, and also it's not hard to get.
No.
Not anymore.
So El Dorado is going to. God, what is that? What does that mean? What does that mean
Yeah. What do you say?
story-wise?
Let's give them the flavors, and then we'll figure out what it means.
El Dorado gives you tropical fruit flavors, stone fruits. Think about you have a lot of grapefruit involved in that.
Apricot.
Passion fruit, apricot.
But the apricot that is near the stone,
Yeah.
so a little bit tartar, right? But again, but this El Dorado, like I was saying before,
And this is going to be our flavoring. This is for where we think of
this
flavor.
is in the body.
Yep.
What else can we flex on them? They're all going to be in that thing. So this is tropical and stone fruit. The other way you could go is probably citrus.
Very much so.
Out of these two, I think that's where you do. You hit them with a Belma, you hit them with a Citra,
Yep.
and you let it rest in the middle there. And we need more hopping later just to flatten it out, because even Citra I think is probably too sharp to make up the entire hop complement for a hazy, right? It's just too biting.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, Orion Rogue is talking about Comet. Now Comet by itself
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Comet when mixed with other things can go downhill really quick.
Yeah. That's also been our experience. But that was Comet plus Galaxy.
Yeah, that was
I
fucking
think you don't
horrible.
want to use those two
Yeah.
together. But it might be that Comet plus something else that we figure out together
absolutely.
might be okay too.
Here's another one that I always love is Hallertau Blanc. This is pineapple, grape,
Oh, yeah.
lemongrass, passion fruit, grapefruit. Oh, interesting. So remember, these are going to be our flavors.
Yeah. In the body of the beer, this is going to be the main thing you pull.
Huel melon. This is honeydew and strawberry.
What the fuck are you talking
That sounds
about?
fantastic
What the
for a
hell
hazy.
is that? Honeydew? Mm-hmm. And I know exactly what they mean. Like, it's just like in coffee or some of these other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they say honeydew and strawberry, it's just like when they say stone fruit.
Yep.
It's at the point, it's in there near the stone, so it's a little bit firmer, a little bit tartar.
Yeah.
When they say honeydew, it's going to be the sweetness that's near the rind.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And with the strawberry, it's going to be the same thing. It's not like biting into a strawberry. It's going to be like the texture
Yep.
and give of a strawberry. Like when you're, it's not quite 100% ripe. Like there's going to be a little bit of a green on the edge, but it's going to be that sweet, fresh taste.
Yeah.
But not like the classic like fruit in that way.
So also too, when you guys are making these choices, remember we can always go back and add another one of these.
Yes.
This is just confirming one.
If you see another favorite,
Yeah, like
it may be that you see another one of these again in the later portion.
because there's nothing saying we couldn't combine the melon with the Hallertau or El Dorado with the melon.
Yeah, Orion Rogue is like, just worried that a sweet bittering with 0 IBU might be perceived as cloying. And
Welcome to Hazy's, right?
yeah, I think that's definitely possible. Man, the Huel, I never even heard of that one. God bless him.
Right? Sounds pretty neat. I'd almost want to try it with a champagne yeast after
That's
a
what
while.
they want. Well, see, but if you're talking about that sort of hazy, and then you're moving in that 0 IBU range, there's also that dry brute thing
Yeah.
that is of a piece, honestly.
Yep.
So they want the Huel. Now, Ghostly,
Yes.
or Jack, could one of you head back to the office that I share with Mike and make sure that like that streaming box is ready to go?
Yeah, that's good to go.
Oh, it is good?
Yep.
Okay, killer. I did not know, because Josh is out today. He does not feel good. So I
So
want to make sure it was good.
another flavor, some more flavor. What do we think about lemon drop?
Well, I mean, you know, how I feel
Well,
about
but we
lemon
got to
drop.
think about it mixed with this melon. It's lemon drop and strawberries, and you know that's what we want.
Yeah, so lemon drop is like a big, is a sharp citrus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's on the flip side of that?
Weird. Motuka,
Oh, okay. So
lemon and lime tones.
balanced bitterness. So this is a hop designed to be a friend,
Yeah.
right? Hot Witch. Thank you so much.
Or we could go with Pacifica, which is going to give us that orange marmalade.
There you go. Yeah, and I think that the choice here, right, is just that how present is that bite? Mm-hmm. Because when they start talking about marmalade, that's on the sweeter side of citrus. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit more jammy,
Yep.
you know, especially in the body of the beer, added when we're going to add it.
Right.
And the sharp citrus will basically just be present along with the rest of it. It'll move it into a, you know, a summer classic, you know, Rodler type context.
Yeah, it'll be.
Or do we maintain more of the sweetness in the body? That's all.
Is it the office party or is it, you know, a?
Yeah, the meat market,
Yeah.
right? It's like the office party, or is it like the thing where it's like everybody's like jockeying for position?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, too much coffee painting will hit. We'll talk about price on the next one, because the hops you add at the end, that's a bundle. Usually.
Yeah, you're going to be, especially when you're dry hopping, you're just going to be dumping, especially in a hazy.
Mm-hmm. Pacifica ran away with that one.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, so this is gonna be our hop at the end.
Yep.
So we got a pretty good thing going here with the melon and the Pacifica. That's gonna be a lot of good tastes. And then this last part, this is a lot of the aroma, right?
Excuse me.
It's all good.
So
Ahem.
with dry hopping, this is what we're
Yeah.
going to be looking at for our dry hopping. Do we want to use both of the original hops that we had in the beer as our dry hop?
Yeah.
Do we want to add a new dry hop or to add three? The both the old and the new.
Yeah. So one of the options is the original hops, and then so let's give them the third option.
Yep.
let's
So let's
toss
give
that
them
on top.
Yeah, exactly. What do we?
So something. What do you think? Something more classic, or something in that juice realm?
I think. I mean, the more juicy we can go. What?
Velma would be an amazing nose.
That's true.
Because that's really what we're talking about here at the end, right? I think Belma would be a really tasty nose.
Yeah.
It works with our deal.
Yeah, I say we go Belmont. I think it's pretty neat. Clean and orange.
As a scent, though, oof, that's going to be something else.
It's kind of like the new hire gets polished. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, so straight Belmont for dry hops.
Yep, Belma, original hops,
hops.
and then all the above.
Yep.
So it could be. So that would just be a melange
Yeah. The spice melange.
of big tastes. Historically, it's had to flow.
Yeah.
Here, so Scarlet Raven Wolf says, did you guys get your fill on those glitter beers? Glitter, those beers are still full.
Yeah.
Oh, these were for your entertainment. These were for you to
I love that
enjoy.
the glitter is still in suspension.
It's in the same way that, I mean, I had a girlfriend who babysat for a family that left a place setting for Jesus.
Ah, yeah.
It's much the same. Much the same here. These are for the Lord, exclusively for the Lord. And amen.
Praise His high holy day.
Praise Him. Praise His name. Dude, we don't even have to mess with this. They want the Belma. They want to hit you at the end.
I think that's pretty neat. Yeah.
Well, here, I like that too because first of all, it's gonna hit you a certain way off the top of the glass.
Yep.
And that's not necessarily what is in the rest of the glass.
No.
So it's about first impressions.
Yeah.
Which I think works for the story.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's Belma at the end now. So we need a name. What do we do? Yeast.
Yeast.
I always forget that precious yeast. I mean, usually the yeast is pretty classic in these. We want to give them a couple sort of standards.
Yeah, I mean, the first one is we're going to go with the American Ale Yeast.
Yeah.
This is going to be clean, smooth, super well balanced. And we're going to do American Ale 2. This is going to be more fruity in flavor. I mean, we could use champagne yeast, that's for sure. This is also going to have to come, dude. This is going to be also subject to what Two Beers has.
Two Beers. You're like, wow, okay, you're insane.
Yeah.
We're going to get most of what we want.
Yeah.
Right?
Because when we're producing it on a larger scale, that's a different story.
Let's throw ale and ale 2 in there. Mm-hmm. Because I know that they have their American ale varieties in there. They have their two yeasts,
exactly.
Their lager and their base, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Jinjink says, could more hops just be Omin checking in leftover hops from other batches?
Just chucking them in.
Possible, but man, once you've seen hops, like once the brewing process is over, once you see what those hops look like, even Omin, because it would reach, it's just slime. By the time a pellet is done, oof. Graham Baxter says that glittered pale beer is exactly the kind of pink I imagine the Sangwolf is highlighted with. Thanks for creating a new sensory experience. It is way more fun when they're fresh poured and the carbonation is still big.
Exactly.
Where it just dances in there. It's exquisite. They want the American ale. They want the clean, smooth balance.
Yeah.
I think that means that they want everything else we've come up with.
Yep, to really shine
to be
through.
the point. Now, gather throng. Now it's time for the names to arise. Arise.
I want the knife. Please.
Oh, in good standing. Hey, that's a very tasteful callback there.
Boilerplate, that's a good one.
Underdog.
Entry pint, yeah.
Boilerplate.
Franchise opportunity. Background check. Fine print, clean. Jesus, all great. Signing bonus.
Print.
Firm handshake. Your first assignment. Trust me, yeah. The dotted line. Nice.
Dotted line.
Yeah, signing bonus is good.
That's lovely.
Heady clause. Ha! Lawyer up, sure.
Oh, sign here.
Yeah.
It's just
a golden
lovely.
omen.
It's just lovely. Probationary period. Data tech. Fine print is in there. Fear not, souse. Sodded
Recruitment.
line.
Hazy Future, yeah.
I'm putting that in there.
Prime Investment, good call.
All right, now take a look at this, gathered friends. See if any of these treat you right. And I've been more conscious of the name as a part of the medium because I was deeply chastised by my friend Mike Krahulik. But that's what I love about him, and because he wasn't joking.
No, he's right.
He was mad.
Yeah, we call the Deep Crow Zero Dark 30. It makes no sense.
Well, no, Zero Dark thirsty, but
Thirsty,
the
whatever.
point is taken. The point is taken. Oh, how do you add caffeine to beer? I mean, there's a couple ways you could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you could powder no-dos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could.
Hate yourself.
Yeah, but you could.
You could.
You could grind and powder no-dos, and it would be absorbed in there at a certain level.
Yeah. Never
ways
thought
to
about
do
it like
You
that, yeah.
could soak coffee in there, but it's
Oh, yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to dose it. It wouldn't make any sense. That's probably the most straightforward way I would suggest.
Buy pure caffeine.
It's true. Yeah.
Does anyone ever brew beer with tea leaves?
Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Elysian has a jasmine IPA that's quite good. Signing bonus will also, I think, look very nice on the can.
I know. Oh yeah, in script, you know, with a red stamp.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. And the sooner, of course, we know all these things, the better. So,
Yeah.
Because he'll be able to play with it, and then we'll be able to hand it off to Dwab,
Oh God, yeah.
and so that Dwab can murder the label. And
I cannot wait to see what he comes up with.
yeah, I mean, as it stands, we're sort of getting this stuff in the hopper in June,
Yeah.
and this isn't, until later. I mean, we've seen the canning machine.
Yeah.
They order out, depending on the label, they have to order out. Some of them have like a metallic sheen and stuff like that, but the truth is most of that they can do in-house, which is great. They want signing bonus,
I like it. I think it's pretty neat.
and I won't give it to them. Well, not a bad day's work, channel. Not a bad day's work at all.